Hey, I'm KIC, and it's a green morning, or so it would appear. This is the Wasp, created by... crap, I really should be better about that. Someone who has a much better aesthetic than I do, and that is a whole lot of thruster jets. Did you see that? Holy cow. Oh my goodness, that is absurd. I likey very much. Holy crap, it is Radiation Central. I think that is probably where the warp core is. So this is created by someone in, I don't know, the community, whatever. Like I said, I should probably be better about it, but I'm not. I am who I am, and that's all that I am. Popeye the Sailor Man and all that sort of thing. This has a warp drive built into it. It has probably a zip drive, too, if I had to guess. This is a good-looking vessel right here. I gotta say, I like this. I kind of like the name, too, the Wasp. It made me think of my own vessel, the Space Roach. Although, this looks much better than mine. If we hop on in, what are we looking at in here? Let's take a look. It also has a variety of different signals on it, too, which is pretty cool. So if you want to, like, open the shutters, for instance, that'll basically open all of the shutters, turn the lights on, etc. There's one in here. Thrusters for combat, thrusters main. You turn the combat off, I think, when you're just flying around, and that helps keep your power usage down. So, as I was saying, let's see what we have in here. So we have, wow, just one ammo box for all of the rockets and the 15mm. That's okay. Cargo, we have, it looks like a few different cargo. Wow, including 2 large ones. No kidding. Well done. I'm not quite sure how those were, how you managed to sneak those in. We have a mobile constructor. That's always a good thing to have. Yeah, we hear some gunfire. Ooh, an armor locker. That makes my life easier. We have a fridge. 5 fuel tanks, 4 generators. No kidding. Wow. This thing's stocked pretty well. Bunch of hangars and shutters, of course. The shutters are primarily going to be closing off all of the gear, I would assume. Not gear, all of the equipment. 21 RCSs. Wow, that's nuts. And, of course, 2 under the warp. That's going to be a drive and a tank. 10 weapons, so we've got a bunch of Gatling guns and some rocket launchers. That's a pretty fine setup, I must say. So why don't we go ahead and drop in some power. I'm going to do it the old school way. I just want to see. I've got 10 of these handy. 10 gets you 10%. So then, if we got that, then what does 10 of these get you? 10 gets you 60. Okay, well, that's cool. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sure, let's just go up to 100%. We're going to need some more fuel, I suspect. This is just going to burn through it, I'm willing to betcha. I betcha. We'll, I don't know here. Let's turn this thing off for the moment. We'll come back and take a look. Well, honestly, I was hoping the fog would go away so we could actually see what's going on here. I'm kind of curious where all those shutter doors are. I am not seeing them. Are they on the underside? Where are they? Oh, they're all up here. Oh, that's fascinating. Look at that. That's where all of your access is to everything. So we've probably got cargo boxes galore. Holy cow. It's a little awkward hitting those, but that's okay. So oxygen and fuel tank. What was that? I don't even know. Whatever, it doesn't matter. You don't need to really access them for the most part, because you can hit them through the menu. I'm good with that. I have no problem doing that whatsoever. That's what we have going on in here. I have been a wee bit busy. I even made a short-range warp drive and a short-range warp tank, but as it turns out, we don't have any use for them. So we're going to take basically all this ammunition and pile of other random junk. Kind of think I might be a good idea to make a few more fuel packs, but man, like that's basically enough for half a tank of fuel right there. I mean, that's going to take a while to make, but that's okay. I think we'll end up being okay for now. We've got 41 of these, so we have enough for a couple of refuels. I'm not really interested in a bunch of long-range stuff. I just want to be able to, well, do some exploration, that sort of thing. We're going to take 9 fruit juices. I think there were a couple of fridges on there. Take some hams. Well, here, let's just go ahead and eat. Let's go ahead and eat a grilled steak. I know, I gotta wait a moment. I'm being impatient. That's fine. Couple of sprouts and other things lying around. This is all good. We'll just kind of roll with this right here. Let's take all this stuff. I think I was good and turned pretty much everything else off. In fact, you know what? I want to turn this off for now. I want to leave the base in a low power mode, and right now it should be in fairly low power. 213 kilowatts. That's primarily going to be lights and whatever, lights and guns, and that's fine. I can afford the guns because we need to leave the guns. So let's just fill this thing up with 4,000 rounds of 15 millimeter and 120 rockets. That's not a lot of rockets, especially when you consider there are 4 rocket launchers on there. We'll fill this all with oxygen. How much does that give us? Not a whole lot. So there must only be, what, like 2 or 3 or 4 tanks on here, something like that. That's not a lot of oxygen. Can I take that off just for the time being? So we'll have to remember to fill that up. What does that leave us with for our inventory? 25 tanks. So yeah, 25 barrels of oxygen. That's not going to be bad. Let's go ahead and hit our refrigerator so we can get going here. And in fact, I should probably turn power on just so that we can have that stuff ready to go. We have some additional materials. I'll leave that on, whatever. Sure, it's fine, just in case. Let's turn this bad boy on, and let's take it on its maiden voyage. Holy crap, look at the back of that thing. Let's just take a moment to take a look at this. That is pretty awesome. This is the Wasp X3 from Omega. Something like that, I don't know. That's like kind of it's Omega Manufacturing or something along those lines. This thing is awesome looking. Holy crap, look at that. Oh my gosh. In case you're wondering what it costs to make, I can go ahead and point that out to you right quick. There you go. It's not too bad. Neodymium primarily came from using Tier 1 large generators, so that was easy enough. That's where I got that from. Everything else was basically, oh my gosh, this thing is awesome. It goes from 0 to, I have a broken neck in no time flat. That is awesome. I should probably stop that. I'm going to turn all the lights off for the moment. Power left, 68 minutes. That is not a whole lot, but then again, we're only using 36 power right now, so that's not too bad. We're just going to go ahead and take this thing straight into the skies. Gonna leave this planet behind. And the whole goal here, remind me. If I can remind someone, Cat, if I can remind you, maybe. The whole goal here is just to kind of find the materials that we're going to need to get around and do stuff. So let's go ahead and just bring up our map. I'm just gonna kind of stop and, I don't know, I should probably turn off inertial dampeners, because that'll save a little bit of fuel too. There we go. I like the sound of that. It's all quiet all of a sudden, which is pretty awesome. We're going to go ahead and hit our sector map, and here's where I start to play the game of what do we do? Do we go to Yithash, or do we go to the asteroid field? I kind of want to go to an asteroid field. I realize that might sound kind of weird, but I think I want to say let's go ahead and hit the asteroid field. We're going to hit the closest asteroid field, and let's see if we can go ahead and get this locked in. Takes me a while. My mouse sensitivity is insanely low. You're welcome. Can go ahead and lock you into place. Through clever use of editing, you missed when I filled the warp drive. I love that. Yep. That sure looks like an asteroid field to me. This is going to be interesting because I forgot to grab something. Ah, crap. I did not do a very good job of this. There's a trading station out here. That's cool. That is not at all useful to me, I believe. Last I checked in single player, that is not useful. I forgot to grab my heavy armor that has cold resistance. So this might end up being a little more than a scouting trip. I do want to check something, though. What are we looking at in here? Okay, that used 5 pentaxid to make the jump. I brought, like, I don't know, 32-ish, 36 total. something along those lines. It's a decent chunk, but it really is not that much. Of course, in this nice controlled environment, there's not a whole lot to worry about in here. What do we have here? Is that the trading station? That's the trading station. So theoretically, we should be able to find some additional resources by way of these various asteroids around here. Kind of tempted to hit the trading station just because I always like looking around at them. They're cool. I mean, I guess if you had, you know, other players, that'd be well, it'd be a good place to go, to trading station, but out here in single player lonely land doesn't do much good. Oh, we got a bogey. Space drones. Oh, I'm on the wrong gun. My bad. Let me switch over to the different gun. Kind of tempted to just go, I don't know, can I catch you? I might not be able to. You are fast. What are you? Wow, you're gone. All right, never mind. We shan't worry about it. Let's head back into the asteroid field and see if we can find anything. I know in the past I've had pretty good luck finding various resources on the asteroids. Finding some, like, I want to say some Aerostrom asteroids, among other things. I would welcome some Aerostrom and some neodymium. I don't remember that we need a lot of Zascosium, but I mean, really, any of those I would be fine with. I suppose worst case scenario here, what we do is we basically just grab some materials and we head on over to Yithyash, or whatever that planet was, and we turn that into a new base. Because we've determined at this point that Madava doesn't really have what we need to make a capital vessel, and really that's all I'm concerned about at this point, is finding the materials necessary to make a capital vessel. I have, to this point, gone around basically the perimeter of the asteroid field, and we are not finding anything. That's a little disappointing, I will not lie to you. There we go. What do we have over here? You look like a space drone. You're going to be using plasma. That's excellent. I'll just try and see if I can tag you. Holy cow, my goodness. There we go. Yep, you are down. You're down for the count. That's awesome. Let me go ahead and get a little closer to this guy. I'm going to turn inertial dampeners on. There we go. I want to see... that looks dangerous. That looks really dangerous. It's just flaming like crazy. I want to see how long I can handle this. Not very long. That's what I thought. See, I told you, I forgot my good armor. Forgot the heavy stuff that has the cold resistance. That's able to handle negative 170 degree temperatures. Which sounds insane. Which, you know, thinking about that, it really does kind of point out to me that maybe this is, in fact, the wrong way to go. That maybe Yithyash, or what is that planet named anyway? Oh, wait a minute, we have a new planet here. Oh, look at that. Look at that, that's awesome. I wasn't sure if that was going to happen. So Elevatius, I mean, it makes sense, because if you look at this, there should be one more planet here, right? I mean, we have a couple different rings here, but then again, maybe that one was not even known. Oh, I'm not even sure now that I say that. How exciting! So we have Elevatius and Yithash. It's not Yithyash, it's Yithash. I'm going to say there might be another planet somewhere in here, so that would be a visit to the Ananta asteroid field to confirm that. Elevatius, Elevatius. Take your pick, whatever you would like to call it. That gives me hope that maybe we can hit one of those planets and find the various ore and things that we need to make a capital vessel. I mean, at this point, that's really just kind of the end game for me, is making a capital vessel. I do greatly enjoy that. I like a good small vessel too, don't get me wrong. This thing's pretty fun, even though I've barely had a chance to play with it at this point. This thing's a lot of fun thus far. Let's go ahead and just make a quick jump over to Elevatius. Elevatius. Seems kind of dangerous jumping through an asteroid field, but you only live once. Or 10 times since I've died 9. Ooh, this has an asteroid ring about it. Now, that we are closer. Let's see, we have asteroids with iron and copper, but we still don't have any information about the planet itself. Now, I'm curious. It does say that iron and copper is in the asteroid belt. Is there any possibility that we could find additional types of materials in the asteroid belt? I don't know. I'm going to say no because that's what it says, but whatever. See, the reason I asked that is I don't remember how the game works and whether you can actually kind of dig that up by way of, you know, doing a little more exploration. Maybe you can find it. You just didn't detect it beforehand. Maybe you can detect it if you get a little closer. I don't know. Let's go ahead and hit the planet. We're going to go topside and see what we're dealing with. It's not as cold over here, by the way. It's only negative 151 outside instead of negative 170. What is 0 Kelvin in Celsius? That is your homework. And mine. Ooh, a lovely green haze as we enter the planet. As we go burning into the atmosphere. This is one of my favorite things in the entire game. Is that burn in on the atmosphere. That is so awesome. I genuinely just adore that. Let's go ahead and fly a little to the east, since it seems like the sun rises in the east. I keep waiting for a planet where the sun rises in, like, I don't know, the north. Something just wacky. Apparently it is really cold on this planet. Can we get a little more information about it at this point? Negative 44 degrees. Radiation is pretty high. It has not very high gravity, actually, which might be good for us. Iron, sathium, silicon, neodymium, and promethium. Excellent. Excellent. It has no random meteors, so... Oh, that makes me wonder now. Does this thing have a detector? I think I turned off... Yeah, I kind of turned off inertial dampener, so we're just going to float and crash into the ground here. I don't know, is there a detector for small vessels? There may not be. I'm just going to kind of hover along here while I look that up. Small vessel, I don't think there's a detector for these guys. I think you just kind of fly around, and if you find stuff, you find stuff. Theoretically, that shouldn't be too difficult with 16 neodymium and 19 sathium patches on this planet. We should be able to find something. Nothing thus far, though. That's kind of crazy to me. It's all good, though. If we fly a little lower, I can just take a look at what we're dealing with here. It's a little warmer over here. It's only negative 20, negative 17. Ooh, it's getting warmer. That's good news. I really hope we're able to stay here, that the suit that we're using right now, I don't even know. What are you good for? I don't know what the standard protection is of these guys. Was that a neodymium rock back there? I just want to stop and take a look. I don't think I've seen one before. Maybe it was just a standard rock. Yeah, I think you're just a standard rock. Never mind that. What do we have on this planet in terms of, does it have a breathable atmosphere? It is breathable. 10% oxygen, so it is breathable. That's good. Go ahead and take that off for right now. Helmet, of course, that's what I'm referring to. Still not much popping up at this point, so I think what I'm going to have to do is probably spend a little time on my own flying around out here. Basically looking for POIs, looking for deposits of various minerals. And then I'm probably just going to have to go harvest the crap out of the various minerals that are out here. Basically, I'm looking for neodymium, possibly also grabbing some sathium. I mean, technically, we could get a good chunk of sathium by just pulling blocks off of the Titan or any of the other POIs back on Madava, which that's basically how I built this thing, is I just used a bunch of blocks that were harvested from various areas, and that's kind of what I did. Are you kidding me? I have not discovered a single thing yet. Wow. Okay. I just find that fascinating and surprising. Maybe I was supposed to carry a detector. I'm not. So I hope not, because that's going to be problematic, and that's going to be a that's going to be a warp back to the planet. There we go. There's a promethium deposit, and you're going to be probably just a plasma drone, a large one at that. That's exciting. Go ahead and get rid of you. Alright, that's exciting right there. That's good. Is that water? You look like water. Let me turn inertial dampeners back on. I'd actually like to go hit that drone. Let's put that back on. Oh man, lots of radiation. That's probably not a good thing. It seems like that would be bad for your health. Ooh, look at that. Okay. I think I'm going to end up with some radiation problems, some radiation poisoning or something. I just see that happening. Let's go ahead and hop back in the ship. Make it safer in here. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that, actually. That's good, because it had almost stopped. Uh-oh. What do we have going on up here? I've actually seen this type of thing before, but not quite like this exactly. This is awkward. Yeah, I saw a building like this. I forget which one was it. It might have been another abandoned drone base. So I didn't show you the one that I found that was like this. It was a little awkward. I'm really tempted to just go access those, because I'm pretty sure I could hit them from here. Like, I just hop out and, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not lined up at all, but whatever. I'm not going to worry about that. Let's continue on in the direction we'd been going, just to, I don't know, circumnavigate the globe or something. Oh, there's another piece there. That looks like a building over here, some sort of POI. Another piece of a POI. We got a bunch of smoke down there. That's not something I did. A colony, you say? Actually, I would really be interested in checking out a colony. I don't like that there's a bunch of stuff just... Oh my gosh. Goodbye, whatever you were. Some sort of turret. Let's get rid of these turrets. Low gravity should be working in our favor in terms of being able to get some decent range on these rocket launchers. Just go ahead and do a little dodging here. This thing moves and handles very well, I gotta say. This is a pleasure to use. You look like you would be guns. So let's get rid of you. Oh, my bad. You're still firing at me. That's good to know. Can I stop you? Oh, hold on. Let's get rid of you. Switch over to guns for that one. Ooh, enemy troop transport is approaching. That's always a good time. Where are you? I feel like there's someone down there taking pot shots at me. Well, let's go and get rid of you. You've been great. So let me go ahead and get rid of you. Okay, and then you. I'm a little concerned about you because you do good damage. Is any one of these still functional? I feel like one of you is still functional, but I don't know which. I don't mind if the troop transport shows up. I just want a few moments. Those are, I think... Those are dishes right there. I wanted to get close enough to see. That one might actually be a gun still. Oh, you're a plasma drone that's actually in there. I thought that was lying to me. I won't lie. I thought it was lying. It's not. Okay, so there's definitely some stuff here. I did not bring a core. I see a box right there. Do we actually have a troop transport rolling in? I don't know if I believe that. I'm really not sure if I should believe that or not. Can we set this thing down right about here? I'm going to leave the engines running just because it doesn't take much power to sit here. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. I know. Radiation. Heavy, heavy radiation. I'm just going to end up with radiation burns for days. Get rid of that. See what else we have over here. Oh, hi guys. I met your friends on another planet. I basically did the same thing to them that I just did to you. So, no remorse, no regrets, etc., etc. Play out some Metallica. There you go. Let's go see what is in this box over here. What are you? A drop container. Oh, that was probably from something I destroyed. How about that? All right, drill module, tier 1. I hate you. Oh, hi, buddy. Let's bust out Uncle Shoddy. Oh, yeah, you don't like Uncle Shoddy, do you? Oh, I do. So tough. Go ahead and take those. I really think I'm going to need some anti-radiation pills at some point. That just seems like a likely scenario. This must be from another thing that I destroyed. Look at that. Some solar panels and various other stuff. And a regular shoddy. Can I blow this door open? Ow! Okay then. Let's do this. You're done? You're done? I'm watching my health here. I am paying attention. It is definitely going lower. But I will take the salami and run. Ooh, anti-radiation injection. I'm going to need one of those. Thank you for that very, very kind donation of resources. Look at that. All sorts of good stuff in here. Force field emitter, tier 2, magnesium powder, anti-parasite pills. I've got to go back to the vessel and drop all this crap off. Ooh, some explosive devices. Those might be handy. I'm not really sure. Let's go ahead and make sure everything is reloaded here. I am not here to mess around. I think we're looking good. I think we're looking good. That's just glass, right? That's not anything else. Okay. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to hop back inside here. We're going to put a couple of things in the fridge. So I think fridge right is where, let's see, that goes in there. I'm going to drink one of these fruit juices. And in fact, you know what? Let's do one more. We'll still have some health packs, so that'll be okay. And then we can hit our cargo box here. I'm going to drop this stuff off, and I'm going to call it an episode. Haven't really found what I'm looking for just yet, but I do enjoy a good romp through a new building, so I don't know if I've done this one yet. I don't remember. Maybe I have, I don't know, but just the same, we do know that there are other things on this planet that we're interested in, namely neodymium, possibly sathium, and probably some promethium too, really. And I didn't tell you, but we also really do need to get a little more copper. We kind of ran out. So I'm going to make some repairs before I forget to do this, because that is going to be a major problem if I forget that. Thankfully, this thing is created out of a lot of hardened steel, so I'm probably going to spend the next 5 minutes doing nothing but running over this thing and trying to repair it. And yes, I will also use my drone to do that. I know, I never use this thing. Whatever, I haven't really needed it much to this point. What can I say? I have managed well without it. But I'll catch you on the next one as we get ready to storm whatever this is. The colony or something? I don't even know what it is. Whatever. Just the same. I'll catch you on the next one. Till then, thanks for watching. See you later.